it's hard to stand out as an up-and-coming comic in the LA stand-up comedy scene. It's even harder if Robin Williams steals your stage. Director Paul Feig recently recalled coming up when Jay Leno was out there and Jerry Seinfeld was out there to Jesse Tyler Ferguson on his Dinners on Me podcast. And, Robin Williams. I got sabotaged by Robin Williams a couple of times when I finally got to be a performer at the Improv. He said, I still wasn't one of the main guys. So you kind of have a later spot. I remember once it was my time to get up, and there was a full audience. I was so excited, and they come up like, oh, Robin just wants to get up and do a quick set first. Feig was unbothered at first. I'm like, well, cool, Robin Williams, he recalled. But it wasn't so cool once Williams was through. He did an hour. He finished, and everybody left, except for one woman who was waiting for her husband to come back from the bathroom. Feig remembered his act being around 15 minutes at the time. When Ferguson asked if Feig edited his set on the spot after Williams' interruption, Feig demurred. No, it was like I'm at the Improv. Founder Bud Friedman's listening in and out. You were so held hostage, if you will, by the Improv and the Comedy Store. That's where you're going to get discovered. That's where you're going to be, a big shot. Even if you get derailed, even if everyone leaves, Feig reasoned, it was better to be performing where Leno, Seinfeld, and Williams also performed than to a full house anywhere else. Williams was notorious for his less-than-graceful comedy scene etiquette in his time. Beyond stealing stages, Williams was also accused by numerous other comics, during his lifetime and after his death, of stealing jokes. Comedians from Godfrey, who accused Williams of stealing jokes from Ray Romano, to Richard Lewis and Robert Wool, who spoke about Williams' bad habit in Friedman's 2017 Oral History of the Improv, have spoken about it over the years. But few, including Feig, seem to hold it against Williams. Some comics hated him for it, Lewis said. But I wasn't one of them. Even Williams himself copped to it. In a 2010 episode of Mark Maron's WTF podcast, Williams said, in the old days, if you hung out in comedy clubs, which I was doing almost 24/7, you hear things, and then if you're improvising, you're all of a sudden repeating jokes and going, OS. My brain was working that way. He even said he had to go through a period when I'm not going to hang out at clubs anymore because I don't want to be getting into that thing. Robin Williams died by suicide at age 63 in 2014. In July, Williams' son Zach shared a heartwarming tribute to his father on what would have been his 73rd birthday. I remember you for all the hope and joy you brought to the world. He wrote on X, there's not a week that goes by without someone sharing with me how you helped them through a dark time or a rough patch.